did a pop up recently, a marijuana and drug pop up where they had gummies, they had weed and stuff like that. They promoted it, and there was a whole bunch of people there, and the police
No
raided
kids.
it.
Oh shit.
The police raided it, and several people got arrested, and a whole bunch of other people ran out. And
Well,
people,
that's all good. It was under an ounce.
and
Last time I checked, it was 40 people in the several.
yeah, it was 40 people. And so, like, basically, people was talking about how people in Atlanta got too comfortable with this. What's your thoughts of this pop-up raid?
I think it's a good thing because it wasn't illegal. I mean, it wasn't legal, but they felt comfortable enough to do it. It's just the fact that the police seen that they advertised it too.
Yeah,
like,
they seen it on Instagram.
they advertised it too. Like, shout out to Speedy or Spody, whatever his name was.
You pulling up?
Yeah, we pulling up.
Yeah.
We pulling up. We see you ain't got no permits. They ran the whole warehouse to sell some dope. and thought it was okay.
And put it online.
And put it online. Advertise it. Like, you remember the world famous 8 Rose?
Yeah.
They was in Augusta last week. They in Statesboro this weekend. We got the world famous chronic.
Yeah.
We got the world famous edibles.
You ain't never been this high before.
You ain't never been this high, folks. Twin. Come check us out.
And the police said, "You right, twin. Y'all ain't never been this high to put it online. We gonna show up. Don't worry. We got bracelets for y'all.
Pulling right the fuck up.
We got rooms for y'all too.
Hey, overnight stays.
Yeah, overnight stays. We gonna
Like
feed you.
always
We
on.
gonna feed you.
No charge, but you got to pay later.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What Zip or Quiet Pay? What Klarna? What they do?
Yeah, I thought it was
Layaway.
I thought it was very hilarious because yes, they do this in LA, but it's legal there. It's not legal in Georgia yet. So it was just very kind of just braggadocious that they felt like they could do this in these white people's face, even though it was like a black sheriff or black person in charge who basically, was at the press conference and podium talking. But the fact you felt like you could do this in a red state with a white governor and you thought it was gonna be cool, it did make me think about a conversation we had before, fellas, about the legalization and decriminalization of drugs. Juice Man and Rose, like, do y'all feel like we should just get to the point in 2026 where we should legalize and decriminalize a lot of these drugs?
Yes, they definitely should, so they can get rid of some of this fentanyl laced stuff that's got these people going crazy and falling out. But I think because if it's just because last time I checked, hydrocodone was legal.
Yes.
If you got a prescription.
That's right. Come on.
So if you need it, I feel like it should be able for you to get it, but somebody should be able to prescribe it to you.
So you more on the medical side of the marijuana.
Yes. But if it's legal, I think like especially like with coke and all the stuff.
Weed,
Man,
I ain't gonna lie, man.
it's got to be somebody got to be checking it, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Some people ain't gonna like this. Man, legalize all that shit, man.
Somebody got to be checking that stuff.
Coke, heroin, legalize all that shit. Let the government,
get their
taxes. And like Rose just said, that way the government can know, and I'm doing heroin. What's in my heroin? What's in my coke?
Mm-hmm.
What's in my weed?
It would be safer like
that. We just need to do all that because also, and I think people don't understand how big America is. And you probably, I think, some of us got to graduate because some of y'all been traveling, especially you be in the military. But like when you look at like places like Europe and America, like we are a big ass country with 50 states that all have sovereignty. Compared to when you go to like Europe, like some of these European countries are the sizes of some of our states. Like, yo, bruh, it's just too much. So you telling me I'm in Georgia, I can't get high, but then I travel to Vegas or LA, I can get high all I want. but then I go to New York, I can't have a gun on my hip because I'm gonna do 15 years because I got a gun. But then I go somewhere where guns is legal. Like, nah, bro, we can't. All this shit is too confusing. A lot of us in this country barely got like good comprehension skills. Like, so when it comes to drugs, let's just a lot of these people in this country. Hey, when you look at our educational ranking in the world, we middle of the pack. We middle of the pack.
I was say bottom.
We might be at the bottom now. Last time I checked, it was middle of the pack. Like, we not as bright as we used to be. We do not need to have all these different rules for laws. I remember we went to New Orleans a couple years ago. Man, I'm walking around New Orleans, and it's a nigga posted up on the corner, and he said, "I got gas for sale." I said, "Huh, what?" He said, "I got gas for sale," and it's a cop 5 feet from me, and I'm like, "Is it legal in New Orleans? I thought weed was illegal." And then D. Will looked, and I don't think that's it, but I guess they just not enforcing that shit like that. Like, this shit do get really
laid back.
And that's the reason why these people in Atlanta felt so comfortable with the pop-up. Because even in Georgia, they've gone so lax with pushing the laws where they've allowed people to like have weed and not really arrest them as much as they used to. Like, I know people who be like, "Yeah, I got caught with this," and they just gave me a ticket.
Yeah, it's a ticket.
So to the point,
ounces a ticket.
To the point where people just feel so comfortable that they think they can go online in fucking Georgia, that's a red fucking state.
Well, it might be medical too, because if I go to my doctor and be like, I need weed, I can get weed, and I can be, you know what I'm saying?
And then you have that in certain states where okay, it's not completely legal, but then you have it legal for medical uses. Mm. But, before I give it to you, Juice Man, like you talked about this, I want to say the week after the Super Bowl, 2 weeks after the Super Bowl, when one of our friends was trying to get some weed and you advised them to go to one of the dispensaries in the city. And I was like, "They sell weed in the dispensary?" And you was like, "Yeah, technically they're not supposed to, man. But, bro, it's so hard to really regulate that shit that they be really getting over like that." And then Rose took me to Wings to Go. He took me to Wings to Go.
Yeah,
I got my food, and I said, "Well, let me go over here. I want to see what they got over here." We went to the dispensary. We was in there like 3 minutes, Rose. Nigga, we almost got high just standing in there. We walked out. I was like, "Oh, this guy, that gotta be the real stuff they selling, nigga. That shit don't smell like it's not real. That shit smell too potent to not be real."
That's why they changed the law, because it's like the weed, and I ain't gonna say it's fake weed, but it's the lower concentrated THC weed or CBD smells just like the other stuff. It's like,
gotcha.
So it's like, I don't really know. So it's like, for me, I would love for drugs to be legal, but somebody got to orchestrate it and say, yes, this person can do this though. You dying. Yeah, you can smoke some crack. You can smoke some meth. You can snort some meth. You dying. Yeah. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna prescribe this to you. I'm gonna prescribe you 2 lines, and when you die, that's on you.
And I agree with that, bro. Like, hey man, if you don't know how to control your habit to the point where you smoke so much crack or stick that needle in your arm that you just die, hey man, it is what it is. There's gonna be some casualties whenever we start transitioning society. When you look at it
already, you gotta think the government brings this shit on already, because I don't know no black folks that own boats and planes. Like, the government brings that shit in already, bro. It's underground money, but it's time to just
shout out to Frank Lucas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Ross.